Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. It's time for the final Eureka announcements for 2025. We're finishing off with a Masters of Cinema title and a triple pack of Sammo Hung films. I've not really looked into these, but I thought, you know what? Let's do it together. So let's get started. So first up, here we have 1954's Apache from Robert Aldrich starring Burt Lancaster. It's out on the 8th of December, and it's number 336 in the Masters of Cinema series, which really has come along this year. Probably best known for his iconic film noir effort, Kiss Me Deadly, his unsettling psychological horror film, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and his action-packed war movie, The Dirty Dozen. The celebrated American auteur, Robert Aldrich, who's also an accomplished director of westerns. Among his best are Veracruz, The Last Sunset, and his very first foray into the genre, the Burt Lancaster vehicle, Apache. Following the surrender of Geronimo to the United States Cavalry, Massai becomes the last remaining Apache warrior. After he is captured by the American military and put on the prison train to be forcibly resettled on a reservation in Florida, all seems lost. But Massai manages to escape his captors and sets out to return home where he hopes to settle down with Nalinley and farm the land. But as the frontier shrinks rapidly by the day, returning to his homeland will not be so easy. One of the earliest westerns to feature a sympathetic Native American protagonist fighting back against white settlers who swept across the stage through the 19th century, Aldrich's first western is a landmark film in the history of the genre. There is a limited edition O-card, limited edition booklet, 1080p presentation, optional English subtitles, the story of Massai, a new interview with Austin Fisher, author of Radical Frontiers and the Spaghetti Western, The Last Sunset in Veracruz, a new interview with film historian Sheldon Hall on Robert Aldrich and the Western, and a theatrical trailer. And next up, we have Triple Threat, 3 films with Sammo Hung. Just as the Kung Fu films seemed to be losing steam as the 1970s came to a close, the new generation of martial arts stars rose to the top of Hong Kong cinema. Amongst them were Yuen Biao, Jackie Chan, and the irrepressible Sammo Hung, who found fame as the director and star of The Iron-Fisted Monk, The Magnificent Butcher, and Encounter of the Spooky Kind. Presented here are 3 films spanning Hung's career, from the supporting role in The Manchu Boxer to stardom in Paper Marriage and Shanghai, Shanghai. In Mu Ma's The Manchu Boxer, Hung plays the villainous foil to a roaming martial artist who enters a boxing tournament to defeat the gang of bandits. Then in action comedy Paper Marriage, Hung stars as down-on-his-luck Chinese boxer living in Canada who is paid to marry an immigrant from Hong Kong. She wants to gain Canadian citizenship, but he just wants to keep the loan sharks off his back. Finally, in Shanghai, Shanghai, a young man goes looking for his brother, a police officer in the big city, and also finds himself embroiled with a ruthless gangster played by Hung. From traditional kung fu to romantic comedy to the tale of cops and crooks, with shades of the heroic bloodshed films so popular in the 80s and early 90s. The Manchu Boxer, Paper Marriage, and Shanghai, Shanghai exhibit Sammo Hung's enormous range and chart his rise from supporting player to top-billed star. It's a limited edition set to 2,000 copies. There's a limited edition bonus disc, which I don't think it's mentioned that. A limited edition collector's booklet. We have HD presentations from brand new 2K restorations of the original Hong Kong theatrical cuts of all 3 films. Bonus disc exclusive to this set only. 1080p HD presentations from brand new 2K restorations of the extended international versions of The Manchu Boxer and Shanghai, Shanghai. Original mono audio tracks, English dubs, English subtitles newly translated for this release. Commentary on The Manchu Boxer with Frank Jeng and Michael Worth. Commentary on Paper Marriage with Arn Vinema and Dominic Ting. And a commentary on Shanghai, Shanghai with Frank Jeng and F.J. DeSanto. And a new interview with Paper Marriage director Alfred Chung. great. You know, the last triple pack that came out was Martial Law that I saw, and they were 3 fantastic movies. I hope that these ones are just as good. I am really interested in Apache. I've not seen it in decades, so it's one I want to revisit. And it's a good, nice end to the 2025, which I think Eureka have had a particularly great year, particularly with a lot of the DEFA titles in their 4K releases. Speaking of their 4K releases, they currently have a sale on 25% off. It ends in a day or so. If you don't have these, take advantage. The prices are fantastic, particularly. I mean, would you look at the Police Story trilogy? Great. I mean, they're all great here. The Valiant ones is fantastic. Looks like I've still got the slip with that. China O'Brien, the 2 4K movies for that for $14.99. Great. If I didn't have them, I'd probably jump on them already. So here's my thoughts on the December titles. I would love to know, what do you think of these announcements? Is there anything there that jumps out at you? What do you think of Eureka's year in total? Was there any real standout releases? Let me know in the comment box below. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.